Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are about to kick off another session of IGL where we are going to have Latvian Cloud9 going up against Los Butaneros and some Europe 2v2 action in Tier 5 Division 7. Should be a good lobby as we have Los Butaneros coming into this one. 4-1, 40 goals for, and a 57% win rate. And we have Latvian Cloud9 coming into this one. 3-2, 40 goals for, and a 63% win rate. As we are scheduled to start up at the top of the hour. So we will see how that one goes. Just checking. You guys are good. You do have until the top of the hour. Just wanted to get stream up and going. But yeah, as said, should be a good lobby. We do have Latvian Cloud9, Los Butaneros, and some European 2v2 action. Coming in this one, Latvian Cloud9 3-2, Los Butaneros 4-1, and it's some Tier 5 Division 7 action. As we do see Los Butaneros making their way into the lobby, so we are just now waiting on Latvian Cloud9, and once they get up in here, we should be good to be able to get this one underway. There is one of Latvian Cloud9. Do we get the second? Yep. Alright, here we go. We will double check. Just to make sure first that both teams are ready for this one. But once they give me the... We should be good to go once they are all set. And into this one, Latvian Cloud9 goes. And so does Los Butaneros. So we will start this one up on the blue side. We have Latvian Cloud9. And on the orange side, Los Butaneros. Here we go, right off the kickoff. Neymarcito meeting up with Brovetas. On Vex plays into the corner, met by Perkins, and Perkins plays on out. Perkins with the cut pass one. Is he able to get back around it? Unable to quite do so. Back out it pops down to Brovetas. Brovetas with it with a good flick over the defender, and they will put that away. Brovetas putting Latvian Cloud9 up 1 relatively early in this one. Still only 18 seconds of the 5 minutes have been played. Back to the kickoff we will go. As we see Perkins and NGM meeting up back at that center line. Out it pops. Neymarcito firing one. Brovetas pushes it wide. Back to the corner. Taken by Brovetas. Brovetas gets past NGM. Playing onwards towards the center. Looking for the center play. A good pass to the center. Perkins is there and converts it away for Latvian Cloud9. Heading up to 35 seconds have been played. With that being said, it is still early, and you never know how these early games go. Most teams are just finding their strides. But Latvian Cloud9 coming out strong out the gates. Neymarcito and Perkins meeting back up at that center line. Down it falls. Brovetas into the far corner. Tries to possess here. NGM will jump in front of that one and push it onwards. Onwards and out it plays. Perkins hitting back on into the orange side half. The orange side half. Perkins popping high and out, but Neymarcito is there for it. Brovetas playing off the sidewall now, back down towards the center, and it ends up falling high and wide. Perkins coming back in now. Now Perkins going for the center play, not quite able to get on that ball. NGM pushes this one on out, but is met by Brovetas. And it falls down to NGM, who tries to play onwards. Perkins is sitting on this one into their own side corner. NGM met by Brovetas. Out to Neymarcito, and Neymarcito fires and finds the net for a response for Los Butaneros, pulling themselves back to within 1. A little bit less than a minute and a half has been played. These teams are all in on it. 3:33 remaining. Latvian Cloud9 up 1. Perkins takes the kickoff well as it falls into the orange side corner. It looks like NGM trying to dribble on with this one. Met by Perkins. Offside wall. NGM winning out on this and getting the demo, but Brovetas is playing onwards. Off this corner. Gets 50'd by NGM. NGM back across. Perkins off that sidewall. Good hit back towards the center. NGM up for it. Not quite able to get there. And down for Neymarcito. It falls. Neymarcito playing back on. Perkins turns on it. Neymarcito out of the corner. High towards the center. Brovetas pushing downwards. But NGM there. But fires one that ends up just wide. Perkins playing back down. Back to Brovetas. Neymarcito pops it high over the one defender. Trying to play onwards into the blue side half. Blue side half. Brovetas will 50 with that one, and it will just come back out to Perkins, where Brovetas tries for it. Not quite able to get a good touch, but it does fall for Perkins. Perkins looking for the flick. Flicks past the defender just wide. Brovetas is there and converts, giving Latvian Cloud9 the 2-goal lead once again, with a bit more than half the game being played. Brovetas making a good read off the initial hit off the corner to make sure that they put that one away. 2 minutes, 28 seconds remaining. Latvian Cloud9 finding themselves up to Brovetas and NGM. Meeting up at center, plays to the sidewall, comes back on out. Neymarcito fires off the sidewall, comes back out. NGM is able to get there. Met by Brovetas, but it does 50 on downwards. Downwards and up. Neymarcito up for Brovetas, pushing it wide first. NGM back off that back wall. Perkins gets a soft pinch out to Brovetas, and he plays onwards. Neymarcito now playing back across. Down it comes Neymarcito, firing one over the one, but Brovetas is able to make the save. NGM playing across high. It will find itself falling, but Brovetas pushes back to the corner. NGM meeting Perkins on that one, but Brovetas is trying to advance. NGM firing one back to their teammate. Neymarcito was ready, and no chaos did ensue. Back it plays. NGM and Neymarcito both trying to get possession on the ball there, but it will come out to Brovetas. High and across it goes. Brovetas trying to play back center. Tries to pop. Plays down for Perkins, but Neymarcito is there. Back out, NGM plays. NGM playing high. Ends up pushing to the front, but Perkins is there and is all over that read to give Latvian Cloud9 a 3-goal lead with 1:15 remaining in game 1. Back to the center we go, 1:15. Brovitas and MGM. MGM trying to push onwards, met by Brovitas. Brovitas playing out of their backside corner. Out, Neymarcito firing one. That goes off the far side corner. Perkins now trying to take off this sidewall. Does get a touch to push onwards, but NGM backflipping in that, killing it where it stands. Brovitas trying to push towards the center now, but MGM with a good touch, making sure that no one can get there. Off the sidewall, Brovitas over Neymarcito and towards the net, and Perkins is able to convert there. A good job by Brovitas to get it past the defenders that he needed to, and Perkins was ready in the center to tuck this one away. Latvian Cloud9 with a comfortable 4-goal lead with 45 seconds remaining, priming themselves to take an early lead in this series. On it plays Neymarcito, avoiding the oncoming blue attacker, and out it goes. NGM with a good shot off the wall with the pass out from Neymarcito, and they will put it away. Los Butaneros now find themselves back within 3 with 36 seconds remaining. Do they have the magic to pull 3 more goals in the next 36? Neymarcito meeting up with Perkins. On it plays on Brovitas. NGM trying to fly in there, but Brovitas with the dribble, but it does find itself going high and away. Up it goes, and Brovitas will get back to this one, putting it away for the hat trick for him. Both Latvian Cloud9 players getting to have their hat tricks. Does get put away 6-2 for Latvian Cloud9. 25 seconds remaining. That probably ensures it at this point. But then again, we have seen it where they have jumped out to the early lead, and there has been responses out of Los Butaneros, so it probably is taken as a warm-up game for them. As talked about, the series always does end up playing out where everything can change in the course of one game. Down it falls and across the center. No one quite able to get there. Brovitas getting back to it to put away one more and ends this one for Latvian Cloud9 7-2. Able to get back to it in time and putting it away. 7-2 game 1, Latvian Cloud9. Taking a pretty convincing game 1 win, but with that said, game 1 always got to get rid of the jitters. Well, game 1 goes Latvian Cloud9's way. Brovitas puts up 4 and Perkins puts up 3, but Los Butaneros did show signs of creating some offense there towards as we got on into that game. It did jump out for a 2-goal lead early for Latvian Cloud9, and that kind of set the pace for that one. But we will see how game 2 differs. Back into it we go. Brovitas taking the kickoff, met by NGM late. Perkins off that sidewall trying to play on out, and down he goes in the corner. Brovitas tries to play. NGM now plays on outwards. NGM advancing on in the blue side half. Perkins cuts him off there. Back down it goes. Brovitas off the sidewall. Back out, taken by Neymarcito over to the far wall. Looking for some wall play, firing onwards, trying to advance. And it does, but NGM not quite able to wrap around it for the shot. And a good bump by Brovitas will open up Perkins, and he'll take it to the net. Latvian Cloud9 find themselves up 1:33 seconds into this one. Back to the center we go. 1-0 lead, Latvian Cloud9. Vex getting the better of this kickoff, and into the blue side corner it goes. Vex trying to play on out, met by Perkins. Neymarcito flips on it and ends up winning the race back to the ball and tries to advance it forward. As it advances forward, Perkins will just push this back to the corner. Once again, met by Neymarcito, and out it goes. Perkins. Limited boost at their disposal, decides to pass it off. Brovitas tries to fire one. Neymarcito is there, making a good read for the save. Out it pops. NGM gets it over the defenders. Down, it's falling back towards the center. Is anyone able to get back to it? NGM not quite able to do so. Sitting there with the backflip out of NGM and Brovetas. Now off the sidewall. Brovetas playing high. Neither of the blue players get on that one. Neymarcito firing with Perkins, and it does fall towards the net. Ends up going just high. NGM now trying to get a bounce shot to go, but unable to do so. Brovetas playing back on outwards. Brovetas for the center for Perkins, and off the back wall it goes. Neymarcito advancing. Neymarcito with the center, but NGM is not quite able to get there. Brovetas now trying to possess, bring on forward, looking for a flick. If they can, plays on over, ends up shooting just wide. Brovetas back towards the center, but NGM will push this one away. Brovetas still trying to drive on it. Flicks, tries to get it towards the center. Across it goes. Perkins with the shot, but NGM with a great save. Neymarcito popping this one forward. 50s with Brovetas out for NGM, and NGM tucks it away to tie this one back up at 1 apiece between Los Butaneros and Latvian Cloud9. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Back to the center we go. Brovetas and NGM meeting back up. NGM with a decent kickoff. Ends up pushing it on past last defender. But will they be able to get back around it? Not quite. Brovetas pushes it on wide. On out it goes. Brovetas firing one. Neymarcito is there. Pushing onwards into the blue side half. In the blue side half, Perkins playing on out. Advancing from Perkins out of this corner, and it's finding its way towards the center, but Neymarcito will push it back to the corner. A bump play on Brovetas, but Brovetas is off the wall looking for a shot on it, not quite able to get back around it. Perkins unable to convert on that one, but Neymarcito will just play it away and onwards towards center. As it plays out towards center, NGM turning on this one, advancing on in the blue side corner where Brovetas takes. Brovetas unable to follow as NGM pushes this one off the back wall and out, but Brovetas is first to get to it. Back we see Neymarcito with a 50 on this that ends up heading towards the net. Perkins trying to advance. NGM playing across. Brovetas is there. Now Neymarcito trying for the soft touch, but Brovetas intercepts. NGM back to the corner, but Brovetas with a good touch. Brovetas looking for a flick, but Neymarcito is not to be done up. Back off the side wall we go. Back down towards the center. Vex diving in, unable to quite get that one to go their direction. Brovetas up for the play on it, firing one that goes just wide and high. Neymarcito trying to advance into the blue side corner, trying to play across. Brovetas gets a touch on it, but out it falls. NGM pushes this one back across. NGM grabbing the boost, advancing the ball. Out of the far side corner, it falls down, but Brovetas is there. Brovetas off the back wall, out towards the center for Perkins. Perkins firing one and converting. As a laser to the back of the net from Perkins, as Latvian Cloud9 find themselves up 2-1. Able to snipe that near low corner, had the defender just off of it and puts it right there. A good shot to get Latvian Cloud9 the 2-1 lead. Vex NGM trying to push onwards off of this. Perkins will end up taking and playing on outwards, playing across, but Neymarcito is all over it. Neymarcito up off the wall. A good hit down towards the center and back out it goes. NGM firing one that ends up hitting the pipe. Neymarcito tries to fire, not quite able to do so. Brovetas pushes this one on wide. Back Brovetas plays, trying to find one, but Vex NGM is all over it and on into the blue side half we go. 8 seconds remaining. Can Los Butaneros find the goal? 4 back down towards the center. Brovetas and NGM 50. Neymarcito gonna need to keep this one up, unable to do so, and Latvian Cloud9 will sneak out of game 2 with the win on a 2-1. Taking the 2-0 lead in this series. as the game stayed close throughout, but Latvian Cloud9 finding their way with that one with the good passing play towards the center. In we see all 5. Into the lobby we load. Game 3 coming up. If Cloud9 win, they can close out the series. If Los Butaneros win, we're heading on to Game 4. It's a triple match point for Latvian Cloud9, but we have seen each game play out closer and closer, so who knows. Bruvetas trying to cut, but NGM with a good 50 on it back into the blue side half. Perkins tries to play, but NGM gets there next. Tries to play off back wall, but Bruvetas will not allow them to do so. NGM playing back out towards the center. NGM, are they able to get back around it? Not quite, and it plays across for Perkins. Perkins takes the boost, ends up questioning. Says Bruvetas has a better look there. Flips out of Bruvetas' way and actually might fake a defender. And Bruvetas with the flick to beat the second one once again. Latvian Cloud9 finding themselves up one relatively early. 4:20 remaining. Back to the center we go here. Neymarcito being met up by Perkins. Off this side wall, Vex trying to hit, unable. Bruvetas pushing onwards. Pass one with a good dribble, but Neymarcito is there and pushes this one back to the side. Out it plays Neymarcito trying to get past the one. As it ends up playing outwards, NGM now trying to possess. Down it plays Bruvetas over the one. But not quite able to get past Neymarcito. But out it pops Perkins up for it. Does get a touch on it, but not quite able to put it towards the net. Neymarcito advancing onwards here. Neymarcito over to the far side wall where Bruvetas will try to play on out. Bruvetas plays on out. Perkins up for this one. A good touch, but finds itself falling wide. Bruvetas trying to get back around it towards the center where Neymarcito will just play on across. Up to themselves. Neymarcito, good cut pass, both about down to the center for NGM. NGM tries to get around it, unable to do so. Perkins does play on out where Bruvetas is met by NGM, but the 50 goes the way of Bruvetas and is able to cut up the last defender and watches it go in off that near pipe. The style on that goal with the quick cut into the back and then just stops and watches it go in. Styling on it with that one. Latvian Cloud9 find themselves up 2 with 3 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in Game 3. Here we see Neymarcito playing on outwards. Perkins is up and directs it on forwards. Vex off that sidewall is able to play past Perkins. Bruvetas off the sidewall yet again. Met by Neymarcito and down it plays. Neymarcito now looking for it. Firing with the advance, but unable to get it, and it goes to Perkins. Perkins not quite able to win the race, and Neymarcito will defend well against that. NGM and Neymarcito pinch this on outwards, where Bruvetas is playing back into the orange side corner. A good touch by Neymarcito back out towards center, but Perkins will pop it back into that near corner. Across it goes. Neymarcito forces this wide, and out it goes to Bruvetas again, and he is able to convert. Bruvetas finding his third in this one. Bit more than half the game played. 2:24 remaining, and Latvian and Cloud9 are trying to close this one on out. Back to the center we go. Perkins and Neymarcito playing on. Perkins taking possession of this. Tries to cut past one, and Neymarcito pushes it wide there. Down it plays Bruvetas. 50s with the defender, and it 50s well back out to him, but Neymarcito with a good save, and it's now a race towards the blue side net where NGM will put it away. Starting with a good save by Neymarcito, and then NGM just winning the race back to it to ensure that Los Butaneros pull themselves back to within 2 with about 2 minutes remaining. Back to it we go. Neymarcito playing onwards past Perkins. Bruvetas firing one at the net, but NGM is able to push this one on wide and outwards. Here Bruvetas trying to take possession on it. Decides to leave it for Perkins. Perkins now tries to flick. Neymarcito is there. Provetas off the sidewall, back to themselves, but not quite able to get it as NGM will get back to this and ensure that no scoring opportunity is had. Out it is played by Neymarcito. Is it off that back wall? Does find its way to falling, but Provetas does get a good touch on it and pops over a defender. Out to Perkins. Perkins trying to do up the last defender, but Neymarcito will not be undone. Keeping this to a 2-goal lead. Provetas getting around one, and with a good flick past the second, Provetas is just having his way with the dribbles right now. The good dribble plays by Provetas are giving Latvian Cloud9 a lot of good looks, and Latvian Cloud9 finding themselves up 4-1. Back to the center we go. NGM met by Provetas. Into the corner it advances. Perkins tries to play on this one. Neymarcito playing on out. Neymarcito firing one at the far pipe, but it's just wide. NGM playing back on out towards center, towards Neymarcito, but Perkins is there, pushed back into the blue side half by Neymarcito. Off the back wall, playing on out. Neymarcito fires one, but once again gets that pipe. NGM dodging a demo, at least gets a bump off on Perkins, so it's not found there. Neymarcito does get back in time. And Neymarcito firing another one. Is this able to go in? It ends up rolling up off the pipe, and it will find itself to going away. Los Butaneros now down 2 with 38 seconds remaining. It is still doable. Back to the center we go. Neymarcito and Perkins. Neymarcito a good 50 in that far blue side corner. Out it play is met by NGM. NGM trying to center, and Perkins will end up getting the save credit, pinching this one on out. NGM trying to play center across for Perkins, actually left for Provetas. Provetas tries to cut up one. Neymarcito will not be undone in this situation. Provetas off that side wall. NGM up for it, trying to fire one. It goes off that back wall, back down center. NGM just high and wide. Out Neymarcito firing one, not quite able to get it back to the center. Perkins advancing this one, actually unable to do so, met by NGM. Neymarcito just wide. And it looks like Latvian Cloud9 will be taking this series as it falls there. As we find ourselves seeing Latvian Cloud9, and if I got to give a player of the series, I'd have to go with Provetas for that one, as Provetas was able to just do up defenders on the dribble multiple times. But yeah, as they're saying, thank you so much for having me with this one. It was great getting to cast it. Provetas putting on quite a clinic on the dribbles there towards the end of it. Kind of being the difference maker that it looks like was needed in this series. But not to be shed light on it, both teams playing very close Rocket League there. So, while that will find us ending this one, I will be casting later tonight. But GG's to all, and good luck in the rest of your IGL seasons. And thank you for having me cast. It was a great time. So, have a good one. Doses.